Thank you everyone for joining. Today I would like to talk a little bit about how we can use technology to protect our environment. Again, my name is Joy Tan. I'm the Senior Vice President of Public Affairs at Huawei in the US. And as today, I would really like to talk about how protecting the environment is more important than ever. Before I dive into the great work we're doing in this area, I would like to tell you a little bit about Huawei. To give you some background, Huawei is a leading global provider of information and communications technology infrastructure and smart devices. The company was founded in 1987 by a 42-year-old entrepreneur, Mr. Ren Zhenfei, together with several other partners. They only had about $300 in founding capital, but they had a big vision. Huawei was founded with the mission of building a fully connected world to bring the benefits of technology to everyone, everywhere. Today, Huawei connects 3 billion people in more than 170 countries, and the company has more than 197,000 employees worldwide. More than half of Huawei's workforce, 105,000 people, are dedicated to R&D to develop new types of innovations and possibilities for technology to improve our everyday lives. Innovation is truly in Huawei's DNA. As connectivity opened up new possibilities for consumers and businesses, it is imperative that we all remember the bigger picture in our day-to-day lives, how to use technology for good, making people's lives better, and creating a more sustainable world. Through our Global Tech for All initiative, Huawei is committed to making long-term nonprofit investment that are centered around the idea of digital inclusion, making sure no one gets left behind in the digital world. Tech for All's programs are aligned with the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, aimed at solving a wide variety of issues, from tackling climate change to improving health and education. Tech for All's goal is to help another 500 million people benefit from digital technology in the next 5 years. Tech for All is also working closely with global partners such as UN agencies, NGOs, research institutes, governments, and businesses to make this goal a reality. Tech for All focuses on high-impact domains to help build a fully connected, sustainable, and intelligent world. Everyone, everywhere has the right to education and the equality of opportunity it brings. One exciting education initiative is the Digitrak mobile classroom that Huawei built with its partners. The Digitrak provides training for digital skills in remote regions in Kenya and has already benefited nearly 800 people. Healthcare is another basic human right everybody should have access to. Tech for All is committed to providing accessible medical services so that health issues can be prevented or treated. Additionally, Tech for All is building digital platforms that connect healthcare providers and underserved communities with remote collaborative solutions. Furthermore, there are Tech for All programs focused on working with hospitals, medical researchers, and biopharma to make healthcare breakthroughs using AI and other digital technologies. Tech for All is also working to eliminate economic development gaps by encouraging entrepreneurship and helping to create jobs through equal access to digital resources. Finally, Tech for All is focused on helping to protect the fragile environment. In the following slides, I will go into greater details about this area of focus. protecting the environment needs to be one of our top priorities as a society. Tech for All's programs are using technology to conserve natural resources and protect endangered species more efficiently and effectively. Through Tech for All, Huawei is working with the nonprofit conservation organization Rainforest Connection on a number of projects around the world. Rainforest Connection was founded in 2014 by Topher White. The idea to start organization came to Topher when he was volunteering to protect gibbons from illegal logging in Indonesia. He saw firsthand how relying on manpower alone to discover and prevent illegal logging is extremely time-consuming and ineffective. He came up with the idea of upcycling Huawei phones to collect data about environmental sounds and listen for illegal logging in real time. Due to the challenges of managing this huge amount of data and optimizing algorithms, Rainforest Connection needed systematic technical support to upgrade their solutions. The organization teamed up with Huawei to develop a fully integrated intelligent ecosystem, including collection equipment, storage services, and intelligent analysis. Since then, Rainforest Connection has launched projects in 17 countries across 5 continents. Huawei and Rainforest Connection have helped to protect an estimated 6,000 square kilometers of rainforest and 4 billion trees, reducing carbon dioxide emission by 300 million tons. Based on Rainforest Connection's original illegal logging monitoring model, Huawei harnessed its advanced AI service to develop an intelligent algorithm that could accurately identify chainsaw and logging truck sounds. At the beginning of the project, Rainforest Connection reported that the buzzing of mosquitoes was often being misreported as chainsaws. So Huawei had to retrain the model with audio data from mosquitoes. After repeated testing and refining, the latest model can detect 96% of chainsaw events and report the sound's location to forest rangers so they can respond right away. Costa Rican rangers traditionally have to spend a lot of time and effort patrolling all corners of the rainforest to prevent illegal logging. So this AI model helps rangers focus their efforts where it's needed the most so they can help protect wider areas of land. I'm pictured here with Topher in the redwoods as he was showing me how to install Rainforest Guardian. It was quite an incredible experience, hanging high in the air with a spectacular view of the wilderness all around me. It really made me realize the scale and majesty of the ecosystem that humanity is at risk of losing. As Huawei started working with the Rainforest Connection, we discovered what else is possible beyond identifying illegal logging, specifically learning about these complex habitats by listening. Using AI, we can identify the sounds of various animals and learn more about them. For example, in Costa Rica, Rainforest Connection is using our AI technology to protect endangered species like the spider monkey. These rare monkeys play an important role in maintaining their ecosystem by spreading seeds throughout the Costa Rican rainforest. But to protect something, you first need to find it. Locating spider monkeys in the vast rainforest is incredibly difficult. Huawei helped Rainforest Connection to build an intelligent model that detects and analyzes their sounds. The model provides information about the primate's whereabouts and emotional state. One interesting example is when an earthquake struck in Costa Rica in June 2019, the AI sound model accurately picked up the spider monkeys making abnormal sounds in the middle of the night after the earthquake. Huawei and Rainforest Connection expect to collect more than 450 years worth of audio data. All this information will help Rainforest Connection to better understand the spider monkey's living habits and conditions so that forest rangers and biologists can protect the endangered species. In Ireland, Rainforest Connection recently kicked off a project with Ocean Research and Conservation to use Huawei's AI technology to better understand how the movement and noise of ships affects whales, dolphins, and other marine wildlife. Today, ocean noise levels are at least 10 times higher than they were a few decades ago. Researchers believe that sound pollution can do as much damage to marine life as overfishing, pollution, and climate change, causing behavioral changes that interfere with the health and safety of the animals. The Smart Whale Sounds project will provide a much greater understanding of what is happening on ocean floors, specifically helping with the identification and classification of species in airish waters, their distribution and behavior, and how noise pollution is changing these patterns. In the long term, it could potentially lead to the development of an early warning system that will enable ships to reduce their speed in time to lessen the considerable risk of whale ship strikes. The project is using underwater microphones to record the calls from whales in real time and train sophisticated machine learning models to identify different species calls. The goal is to create a marine wildlife detection and classification model, which has the potential to be applied to other projects across the globe. By better understanding marine life's distribution and behavior and how noise pollution impacts them, researchers can optimize conservation efforts and help shape policy decisions for years to come. Of course, technology has many more applications beyond protecting the environment. Advancements in connectivity have changed virtually all aspects of our lives, from how we use our smartphones and devices in general, to how things are manufactured, to how we interact with the world around us. For consumers, connectivity has opened up a new world of possibilities. The 3G era ushered in apps for almost everything imaginable, from rideshare services to grocery shopping to new social platforms. The 4G era drove the streaming revolution, and 5G promises to reshape the user experience in ways we can't even imagine yet through the IoT and more. Now in Switzerland, you can live stream HD video of the mountain slopes while you're skiing. In Korea, you can use a 5G smartphone to watch a live game from any angle you want, 360 degrees. You can also make the camera follow your favorite player throughout the entire game. That is a truly personalized experience. AR, VR is also becoming more prevalent, providing new and immersive experiences. As people have been spending more time at home during the pandemic, connectivity has truly become a lifeline, enabling people to check in with their family and friends, work remotely, take advantage of telehealth services, take classes online, and much more. However, even as the world feels more connected, the digital divide is still a huge problem around the globe. Worldwide, 950 million homes still have no broadband connections. And 80% of those that are connected still need faster speeds. Even in the US, 14% of children ages between 3 and 18 don't have internet access at home, meaning that more than 9 million school children face difficulty when they try to complete assignments online. It is absolutely critical to bridge this digital divide so everyone has the opportunity to succeed. Connectivity has been a major catalyst for technology innovation and economic growth, benefiting every industry from media to manufacturing to the electric grid and education. Consider how connectivity, automation, and robotics have made manufacturing more efficient than it's ever been. It's now possible for every machine in the factory to become connected, sending a wealth of information to the cloud so companies can optimize their production processes. As we think to the future of innovation, it is important to remember that everybody needs to do their part to help solve society's biggest challenges, like protecting endangered species and bridging the digital divide. As they say, you are the company you keep. That's why openness and collaboration are essential for shared success. Rather than prioritizing what's good for one group of people, we as a culture must focus on the greater good. Those of us in the tech industry can help move the needle in the right direction by collaborating with the public sector to prioritize policies that drive sustainable development and have a low impact on the environment. Collaboration between companies and countries can truly drive meaningful progress and lasting change. By working together, we can all help to protect the environment for generations to come. There are a few key takeaways I want to leave you with. The first is the importance of using technology for good. AI and other next generation technologies have enormous potential to help protect the planet and incredible diversity of species we share this beautiful world with. The second thing is to keep in mind is the need for digital inclusion. As the world gets more and more connected, we cannot leave anyone behind. Finally, we should all remember the vital role that collaboration plays in driving meaningful progress and lasting change. Now, I want to see if there's any questions I can help answer. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. There's a question about how do we measure the impact. Hold on. I think there's a question from Wilma, how do we measure the impact? I think it is very hard to measure at this point, and but just with the Rainforest Connection projects, we are running 17 projects in 5 continents, and we're measuring the carbon emission reduction. And we'll continue to track those projects and then the carbon emission numbers. And those are some of the things that we can track. But of course, globally, there are so many projects, and we'll continue to work with UN and other NGOs and businesses and governments to raise awareness and continue to make the impact through technology. All right, if there's no other questions, thanks everybody for joining.